Hi, I'm Itzel Diaz, part of the team at Andres Mejer Law. You might be seeing me for the first time, and yes, it's usually our lead attorney Andres Mejer who speaks in these videos. But today, it's my turn to share something really important with you. Did you know that some people have lost their green cards just for coming back to the US after a trip? Real cases. People who had lived here legally for years, detained, deported, or pressured into giving up their residency. What's going on at the borders? Is it safe to travel if you're an immigrant? Stick around because today I'm going to tell you what no one else is saying, how to protect yourself, and why you need to be extremely careful before taking that trip. Let's start with the most shocking part. 3 real stories that show that even with a green card, traveling doesn't always mean you're safe. Case 1. Llewellyn Dixon. Llewellyn is originally from the Philippines and has lived legally in the US for over 50 years. She worked as a lab technician at the University of Washington and, according to her family, was the rock that held everyone together. But when she returned from a trip to the Philippines earlier this year, she was arrested at the Seattle airport by ICE and taken to a detention center. The reason? A conviction for embezzlement from the year 2000. Even though she had already paid her debt to society and lived a stable life, that old conviction was enough to put her into deportation proceedings. Her green card didn't protect her. Case 2. Fabian Schmidt. Fabian is a German citizen and has been a lawful permanent resident in the US since 2008. He was coming back home to New Hampshire after a trip to Luxembourg, but everything changed at the Boston airport. He was detained, aggressively interrogated, strip-searched, and subjected to humiliating treatment. His family didn't hear from him for days. Eventually, he was hospitalized after collapsing in detention. Even though he doesn't have a serious criminal record, apparently he had some minor charges from over a decade ago. That was enough to hold him in custody with no clear explanation about his immigration status. Cleona Ward. Cleona came to the US from Ireland when she was 12 and has lived here for over 30 years. Her green card was valid until 2033, but she was detained by CBP when returning from Ireland. Why? An old criminal record related to her battle with addiction more than 20 years ago. Even though some of those charges had been expunged, new immigration policies brought those records back into play and put her at risk of deportation. See the pattern? They all had permanent residency. They were all living legally in the US, and still, one trip was enough to put everything at risk. Now the big question, should you travel if you're an immigrant? The short answer is, it depends. Traveling isn't forbidden if you're a green card holder, but there are some risks you should be aware of. Pay close attention if you've been outside the US for more than 6 months, you have any kind of criminal record even if it's been resolved or expunged, you've had previous issues with immigration, you're from a country currently under travel restrictions, you're planning to be out of the US for more than 12 months without a re-entry permit. And here's a big one. Right now, some travel restrictions have been reinstated for certain countries. You can check the most recent list on the US Department of State website. A green card is not a guaranteed ticket back in. The risk is real. How can you protect yourself? Before you travel, get prepared. Here are some key tips. Talk to an immigration attorney if you have any doubts, no matter how small. Don't sign Form I-407. That's the document where you voluntarily give up your green card. ICE might pressure you, but never sign it without legal advice. Bring evidence of your ties to the US, lease agreements, utility bills, proof of employment, family documents, etc. Keep your documents up to date. Passport, green card, and your current address with USCIS. Avoid any criminal activity, even minor offenses. A mistake from years ago can come back to haunt you at the border. Watch your social media. Everything you post can be reviewed by authorities. Traveling as a permanent resident takes planning and strategy. This isn't about fear, it's about being informed. One impulsive or misinformed decision could cost you your immigration status, your peace of mind, or even your future in this country. Share this video with someone who needs it. Subscribe for more immigration updates. See you in the next video. And remember, we're in this together.
Hey, did you like the video? I invite you to watch another video where I share more tips on how to protect your reputation as an immigrant. Until next time.